This video is brought to you by AKSIAS.
Hello students, welcome to AKS IAS Academy. In our previous video, we discussed about the importance of NCERT books for UPSC preparation. In this video, we will try to understand what is the right method or how to read the NCERT books. Firstly, try to go through the previous year questions of UPSC and try to analyze them so that it gives us a brief idea about the trend of the questions being asked in UPSC and the type of questions that are being asked, as well as the frequency of the questions from that particular topic or area in a particular subject. So thus, knowing what's important under each subject, under each topic, will make our approach easier. So once we are clear about our approach, then our preparation or the reading will be in tune with the UPSC's requirement. So as we discussed in our earlier video, reading the NCERTs from class 6th to 12th is advisable. However, there are some NCERTs for which we need a thorough reading. We have to read them line by line because the frequency of questions asked from these areas has been predominant. Also, there are some NCERTs which we can quickly glance through or do a quick reading. For example, if you have to do a thorough reading, remember that you have to read the old NCERTs of class 9th and 10th for the world history, and for class 11th and 12th NCERTs for ancient, medieval and modern Indian history. For this, you need to read the old NCERTs thoroughly, line by line you have to read them because questions are usually asked directly from these NCERTs. Apart from that, for geography, you have to read class 11th and 12th NCERT textbooks. Then those that require a quick reading or a peripheral understanding are the social sciences textbooks of class 11th and 12th, especially for political science and sociology. So these NCERTs will give you a comprehensive understanding about the issue at disposal, wherein you try to understand the broader context. Thus, you have effectively only 7 to 8 NCERT books that you should know thoroughly, and around 10 others which you should have at least one reading or a peripheral understanding. So thus, just give a quick reading to these NCERT books. Also note that the NCERT book should be completed in a time-bound manner. That is, you should be in a position to read at least 2 to 3 NCERT books per week. That is, your reading speed should also be optimum. Thus, another important task that you have to take up is to highlight the important lines in the NCERT and supplement your knowledge with Google search or Wikipedia. So whenever you come across a concept in the NCERT, try to go through that concept elaborately through Google or Wikipedia so that your knowledge will be substantial in nature. Having understood that, now let us try to understand how we should read or the methodology that should be adopted to read the NCERTs. Okay, in the first reading, it should be a basic reading like how you read a novel. One should just try to get the feel of the content in the book while reading. Don't try to memorize. At this stage, just try to understand the concept, understand the broader context. In the second reading, the candidate should make a conscious effort about what he is reading, and he should try to understand the things which has already read in the first reading so that a deeper level of understanding is imperative in this stage. You will also find new things which somehow got missed in your first stage while you are doing the second reading. Think and introspect, and at least 10 to 20% of your time should be dedicated to contemplating and introspecting and thinking about what you have read. Okay, thus you should also try to highlight and make small indications in the NCERT books while you're doing the second reading, because now you have better conceptual clarity and understanding about the subject at disposal. So this method will help us get a deep analysis of the concepts which are required for the exam. In the third and the final stage, the candidate should try to make synopsis of at least 5 to 8 pages of the total book, because this will help you revise for the examination. This should be done for all the NCERTs. At least if he's not able to make the gist of the subject, he should at least try to make the flow chart and try to make note of the important concepts in the synopsis format. Along with the NCERTs, don't forget to refer the previous year questions which we already discussed, and you'll be surprised to find that many questions in the UPSC Civil Services examination were based on these very basic concepts which are found in the NCERTs. The process mentioned above might take some time initially, but the note making process should be precise and to the point, and since it is practically impossible to make detailed notes, thus a smart approach and innovative approach is required to make these notes so that you can understand what you have made and you can revise them before the examination. Also, as we already discussed, while reading the NCERTs, the student should do this exercise in a time bound manner, devoting at least 5 to 6 hours on an average, and he should be able to cover all the NCERTs in a span of 3 to 4 months. Also, another important thing that the student needs to do is to try to write at least 10 to 15 minutes per day based on the concepts read from the NCERT textbooks. For example, you have completed a particular chapter. Try to write at least one answer based on your understanding of that particular topic. Having discussed this, now a lot of students have this doubt as to whether we should read the NCERTs class-wise or subject-wise. What is class-wise? It is about reading all the books of a particular class, like 6th class or 7th class NCERTs, all the NCERT books you will read in a single stretch. This can be done if you have enough time at your disposal. But if you are planning to prepare for the UPSC Civil Services examination in a time-bound manner and in a strategic manner, we suggest that you have to read the NCERT subject-wise, because in this method you will pick up a particular topic or a particular subject and read all the books from class 6th to 12th pertaining to that particular subject. In this way, you will have better clarity on the concepts and you can retain the information much longer, because you'll be in a position to swim with the flow of the subject. If you read all the NCERTs subject-wise, you will understand the subject easily and your basic knowledge gets stronger and the concepts get clearer. This method will also save a lot of time for you because there is a continuity, a logical continuity in the subject, and in this way you will have better retention capabilities and your memory capability will also be enhanced to a greater extent. So start your preparation from class 6th NCERT books subject wise so that you will have a comprehensive understanding and your basic foundation will be strong for each subject, and try to complete all the NCERT chapters in a targeted manner and then move to the next topic. So thus make a timetable for yourself, stick to the timetable, make a to-do list for at least 1 month. In that to-do list or the timetable, you will try to list the topics and the subjects of the NCERT that you're going to cover per day, per week and per month. So this kind of breakup will help you complete the NCERT books in a time-bound manner, and you can achieve more in less time, and thus you can see the confidence level that you gain once you complete the NCERTs for yourself. So if you want to know the right strategy for preparing the NCERTs, what are the NCERT textbooks that we have to refer to, what are the chapters in these particular textbooks that we have to refer to, you can visit our office at Hyderabad and collect the free booklet called AKS IAS NCERT Strategizer. This free booklet will help you get a thorough understanding about the NCERT preparation. Also, you can download the AKS IAS UPSC Civils Mentor app, which is available in the Google Play Store. Or you can check out the description below the video, wherein you can see the Google app link or also the iOS link as well as the web link to subscribe to this free booklet. Thank you. Have a good day.
This video is brought to you by AKS IAS.